Welcome to this month's market report. It is the end of October, and it's hard for me to say that because the weather is gorgeous. I think it's 70 degrees outside at 5 o'clock, 5:30. But it's been a beautiful fall, and I hope you have been able to get out and enjoy it. I sent out my newsletter this morning, and I talked a little bit about what I did this past weekend, which included some fall activities. So hopefully you're enjoying this beautiful weather as much as I am. It's my favorite season of the year, but I digress. So this is this month's luxury market report. I don't think I said this yet. For those of you who are new, I am Sherri Green with Coldwell Banker Realty, and this is this month's luxury market report, the October luxury market report. And I'm excited to talk about this one and let you read this one because I feel like in September and in August, the market was kind of the same. And I felt like I kind of said the same thing in September that I did in August. And now we finally see a different market coming out of September. The early indications of September, let me back up. Let me back up because one of the things that's important to know about September before we get into the market report is this. September is typically a barometer for what's going to happen for the rest of the year. And the reason is this. Everybody's been on a summer hiatus, a little vacation, taking time off. August, we usually have a slowdown. So September becomes this barometer because people come back from this summer hiatus and they get excited about any real estate transactions that they want to handle before the end of the year. And they want to get them done before the winter holiday season begins. So September becomes a real barometer for what we're going to see for the next 3 months. And here's what September is telling us, or what it told us. It's slowing down. And you might be hearing this on the news, and they had kind of said this earlier, but we hadn't really seen it in DC as much. But it is. The market is slowing down. So an indicator of that is the single family home sales, and those are down 5% over last year. So while the key indicators would suggest we are in a buyer's market, the statistical data is showing that we are still in a seller's market. So you may be asking yourself, well, why is it that in this market, neither the buyer nor the seller feel like the market is favorable to them? And you're right. The current market simply isn't following any norms. Inventory is down, sales are down, but buyers remain picky. But adding on to all of that is that prices remain strong. So some pieces of real estate are sitting, and it's because picky buyers, they remain very steadfast in what they want. And that's probably an indicator of the interest rate, right? If they're going to pay more in their minds for the property because of the interest rate, they're remaining firm in what it is that they really want. But prices are still very strong. And in many indications, in many markets, in many neighborhoods, they are still rising. We are even still seeing multiple offers, not everywhere, and not to the frenzy that we were seeing in the pandemic. But if there is a hot house, a hot property, we might see 2 buyers. We might see 3 coming in to make an offer at the same time. So that is keeping the prices steady and even rising. The report also digs into which investment properties and where are good for the affluent buyer. And one thing I'll say about that is this. Real estate is always a constant good investment. History has shown real estate is a constant good investment. And when I sit here telling you that prices continue to rise, despite the fact that we're sitting at an 8% interest rate when everybody was riding high on a 3 for the last 7 years, that's a good indicator that real estate remains a constant good investment. So it's something you should always think about having in your portfolio, adding to it, keeping in it, and the like. I hope you're enjoying these luxury market reports. That's just a little overview of what you'll find inside this month. If there's anything I can ever answer about the real estate market, whether it's here or in another state, don't ever hesitate to ask. I also have connections all around the globe. So I'm happy to answer any question that you have. And until then, have a great rest of the month, and I'll see you next time.